In the last video, we explored how to put a ramp into our affordable home. In this subsequent video, I want to take a look at how to put stairs and use those in your affordable home as well. As a reminder, I'm going to go back to an elevation view. In the previous video, I did go through and create two additional elevations, a bottom of a door elevation, so that way I have a constraint to look at for our particular top level. And then I also created a yard level, which is the ground level of where my house is typically sitting. So within the building lines, the top of the ground or the grade or the yard would be 769 feet. And I want to go ahead and leave that and mark that as such. So in the Habitat for Humanity site plan, I want to go ahead and take a look at, in this particular model, I had the front door for my home with a ramp. If I turn around here to the back door, I want to go ahead and have some stairs to come down and to be able to come to the backyard. So in order to do that, I'm going to go back to the Habitat for Humanity site floor plan. Here is where that back door is. It's going to actually be where the utility room will be. And I'm going to go ahead and under the architecture tab, moving to circulation, I'm going to run the stair command. Now the stair command acts very similar to the ramp. It automatically has a few different sets. So this is going to be set up for a 7-inch riser, which means that's how far up you have to step. You have to pick your foot up 7 inches minimum. And then an 11-inch tread, which is how wide the steps are or how far from front to back the steps come out. So for where your feet would be at when you climb the steps. So as we take a look, the base level, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to change that to the yard. The top level I want to be the bottom of the door, which should be the same level as the front door. And here it will automatically calculate based upon the amount of risers, on how many number of risers that we need, and what would actually be the run that we need in order to go through and have. So Revit's going to do all that. The run width is going to be 3 foot 10 inches. That's how wide the stairs will be for our back door. You can always increase that or change that later, but you're going to see it's going to be a very similar manner. Once we have those settings set up, here's my doorway. I can click and it's actually going to go through and show me. I'm going to draw all the way out until I go through and get a set of stairs. Now, in this case, the arrow, once I go through and hit the green check mark to set the stairs in, that is the up component. So actually I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click this arrow to toggle it back. This will go up the stairs, so that's what the arrow is indicating. When I go to the 3D view, there will be my stairs and modeled in there for the back door. If you need to go through and change an offset, for example, my base offset, maybe I want to bump this up about 5 inches and we'll see what this looks like. And then that way that bottom step is not completely embedded into the ground. And actually this looks pretty good. Maybe even 6 inches. Again, we do have a little bit of an elevation change. And here you'll actually see the bottom, when I highlight this, there's actually a part of the riser which is actually in the, just a little bit below the door. I could probably even go through and do about 7 inches since that's a typical riser for that particular stair that we have designed. So this will go through and put in steps. Again, some modifications. Selecting the steps themselves is what you'll want to do if you need to edit the stairs, select different levels, or make any changes. If you select the guardrails, that will change the guardrail as far as that goes. So if I hit the drop down, I could choose a new guardrail or a handrail. Guardrail also has a handrail on the inside, but a lot of homes we go through and see there are just the rectangular handrails quite a bit. Or you could also do the pipe handrail as well. So it depends on which one that you like better. So in this video, we covered how to create stairs, utilized the same levels that were set up for the ramp, and now we have some ingress and egress to get into our building. We have a way to for any handicap accessibility. We do have the ADA compliant ramp in the front. We do have some stairs in the back. Gives us some opportunity to explore those two particular features within Revit, and also to accurately model our affordable home project.